hated it when the brilliant multimedia artist Paul Thek left New York for Europe, but I couldn't blame him. He was such a gentle spirit, such a brilliant artist, and when I say multimedia, I don't mean he made a lot of little animated videotapes for televisions. I mean he could take anything and turn it into art. He made sculptures, he made installations, he did paintings, he did notebooks, he hung huge figures of bodies from the ceiling. He made effigies of form in glass cases. He loved the Lord and he wanted to be a monk in the worst way, but he was never accepted into any monastery. He filled pages and pages and pages in notebooks with psalms, praising and thanking the Lord for the simplest of things in his life. The first time Paul went to Europe, he was with his boyfriend at the time, Peter Hujar. They visited the catacombs in Italy, and Paul was deeply moved by this. He couldn't believe that you could have thousands upon thousands upon thousands of corpses, not skeletons, but corpses, lining and filling rooms like so many faded flowers, the feature of the person who once was inside still present on the face. Paul opened a glass coffin and reached in, touching what he thought was a piece of paper. It turned out to be a piece of thigh, and his finger punctured it easily. This thrilled him, it delighted him to no end. He said, "We accept our thingness intellectually, but to experience it emotionally is transformative. It's a thing of pure joy." I never completely understood what Paul meant by this, but Paul began to paint on newsprint, taking a delicate surface and putting a skin of paint on it, making it even more fragile. And I copied Paul's process, doing the same. And in this, I realized he was probably recreating the sensation he had when he punctured the corpse's thigh. Paul would also visit Greece, where he saw a fresco from 800 BC. It was a figure of a body in space, neither diving nor landing, held, fixed, perfectly, not moving. It was the hesitated baton. It was the violent silence. It was the work of the artist, forever held in space on a fresco, long after the artist no longer remained. Paul would copy this figure in many of his paintings, naming it Diver. And I would copy Paul. I'm diving. I'm diving. I'm diving toward an ocean whose surface I will never meet. I am the ocean, cresting up in waves and lapping upon the land. I am the land, rising up mountainous to meet the sky. I am the sky, I am the sky, I am the sky, air and light surrounding everything. In New York City, people would mistaken me as Paul's younger brother, and we looked so much alike. Only now I age, while he shifts and turns in the earth. And when I look in the mirror, I see our two faces as one. And this is the remarkable thing about death. If you're still and listen beyond your five senses, the relationship you had while alive continues. I listen to Paul's words and thoughts all the time, especially when I'm working. He speaks to me through his paintings and his work. And Paul, in turn, discovers, covets, and and then steals all my secrets, as the dead have none.